Hey guys, this is a guide on the different ways that you can get out of the train depot location. So if you do go to the train depot, you basically will have 4 options to get back out, with the first being that you can quickly do whatever you came in here for and then hop back in the BTR before the 2-minute and 20-second timer runs out. And then you can pay for the taxi service to bring you to another area outside the train depot. Or if you end up missing the short time frame and the BTR does leave without you, then you can always wait around here to see if somebody else uses the taxi service to bring themselves to the train depot, or the BTR route can always bring it back here during a raid, but just know that the BTR is not always guaranteed to return back here. Now, if you did find the Woods Minefield map in your current raid either as loose loot in a loot container on Sturman or on a scav, then you will be able to access the Woods secret extract called the Railway Bridge to Tarkov, which is located in the train depot in the back right corner past this train car through the gate into this grassy area. And then you will be able to hand the map over at the edge of this other train car just before this bridge. And once you hand it over, then that will start the exfil timer. Or your last option is going to be climbing out over the train cars through the minefield towards the old railway depot brick building that you may also know as a scav extract. So to use this method, you will need to go up the metal stairs on your left before this big garage building to get up on top of the connexes, and then you can follow the path along until you do get to the office building roof, and then you will want to cross over to the train car. Once here, then you can turn to the right and drop down onto the lower car and then mantle up onto the roof of the next train car. And from the point that you do drop down, it is very important that you stay in the center of all the train cars to come, because you are crossing through a minefield. So if you do end up getting too close to the edge, then the mines will blow up and damage and potentially even kill you, which is one of those awesome Tarkov features, getting hit by a mine that's 15 feet beneath you. And not only that, you also have the border sniper that can also shoot at you. Now, as you move along these train cars in between the last two, then they did add a wooden pallet so that you no longer have to worry about jumping across and potentially falling down to your death here. And once you are at the end of the train cars, then you will end up breaking one or both of your legs regardless. So if you do plan to go to the train depot, then I recommend that you bring in either splints, a grizzly, or a Surf 12 with you, or at least bring some pain meds. And I also recommend throwing your backpack off the train car to the ground before you actually drop, so that you will take the least amount of damage possible. But as you can see in the video, I am underweight and I still end up breaking a leg. Now, I also wanted to mention at this point that if you do have a teammate with you, then after the first person drops down, then you can line up beneath them so that they can land on your head, and then that will prevent both of you breaking your legs. And that way, if you do end up having to use a Surf 12, then they can protect you while you do so. But once you do get to the ground, then you can just continue on the tracks until you get past the minefield sign, and then obviously you can head to whatever extract that you have. But the UN Roadblock PMC extract will be just on your left here in the distance, but obviously the outskirts or ZB14 extract will suck if you do have to go from here, since it is on the complete opposite side of the map. So if that is the case, and that's what my extract is in that raid, then I make sure to get myself back in the BTR before it does leave from the station. But hopefully you guys found this guide useful. It does help to clear up any questions that you did have about getting out of the train depot. Thank you guys for choosing to watch my guide on this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.